to do with noticing when the mind's wandered off, being conscious of that, aware of that, in that moment acknowledging it and letting it go.
Hello. Welcome. Hello. We're in one of my favorite places. Can you hear? It's me and the birds. But anyway, good morning. This week I'm focusing on trying to hammer out, actually specify what are the things I've been doing this year that have made my mental health I'm in a good place. I've been in a good place. So what have I done? And the very first one, I think honestly, especially for right now in summer, has been my morning routine. And I know that that's a phrase that is way overused, but it is true that how you start the day really sets the tone. And luckily for me, and I know this isn't possible for everyone, and I didn't think it was possible for me, this summer I have been waking up naturally without an alarm around 5:30 to 6. And I found that getting up early and having that amount of time to just kind of be slow and be lazy has really helped me. And ironically, it has made me not want to be lazy. I want to get up. I want to start my day, especially because in summer it's beautiful and the temperature is nice. I find myself wanting to be out. I go and I get a coffee and I read, or I take a walk, and by the time I get home it's still before 9, and then I can start my work day. And I found that just the little bit of peace has been so helpful to me. So I just want to kind of focus this week on chatting about that. I feel like I've had a couple breakthroughs. Ooh, the sun is coming out. So in terms of having a slow morning, I know that not everybody can have 3 hours at their disposal, or you can't naturally wake up at 5. I understand. One thing that always slows me down and really starts my day on a good note is the sponsor of this video, which is Headspace. I've talked about Headspace for years. They are a mental health app that originally I just used them for guided meditations, but now they've expanded to so many different things. They also now have exercises, including bits of yoga. They have breathing exercises. You know, my favorite section is the nighttime section. They have gorgeous sleepscapes. You know, I fall asleep to a rainforest almost every night. They have different narrators. They also have different subjects. So if you are specifically dealing with grief or stress in the office, stress from a friend group, or anxiety that you can't quite put a finger on, or flight anxiety, for example. I just saw the one that was recommended to me for this afternoon is about your inner child and letting it shine. So it's just a really wonderful service. I can't talk about them enough. And so if you have a limited amount of time in the morning, but you want to have kind of intentional day where maybe your thoughts are a little bit less racy, I highly recommend Headspace. Even if you're when you wake up, instead of going for your emails, put on a 5-minute morning meditation. I really think it totally changes the pace of my day. And I'll talk about it more when I talk about getting tasks done, but I feel like even just doing a 5-minute meditation, it reminds me what I can do in 5 minutes. I think that it genuinely changes my concept of time. So if you want to give it a try, I have a link in the description box or a QR code over here that you can scan, and you can try Headspace for 60 days for free. Endlessly thank you to Headspace. They really came in clutch when I was talking to you in February, when I feel like I had a real breakthrough with my flight anxiety. Genuinely, a lot of the skills that got me to where I am now, learned it from Headspace. So now I'm going to take a little, let me get you, there we go, a little turn around the park. Then we need to go to the grocery store. I'm gonna try and make mini quiche in my air fryer, so pray for me. I will say, just to be transparent, I do think a lot of my mental health has been that the weather has been amazing, but this week is, I know I've been saying it, it's gonna start this week. Summer in Korea is really gonna start. That's why I came out here so early. It's gonna be, I think, 33 today, which my Southern California bones just can't handle it. So yeah, all right, I'm gonna take a quick turn and we'll hit the grocery store. Thank you for joining me. Once again, all that information will be in the description box. And yeah, I can already tell this is gonna be a great day. It's just so beautiful and quiet. And I started my day with tea and birds. So yeah, all right, let me get in the shade. Let's see what we get up to, shall we? Kurt always laughs at me when I say this, but the perfect temperature right now is, it's like the same temperature as my skin. Does that make sense? Like I can't feel, when there's a breeze, I can feel it. But other than that, like I feel at one with the atmosphere. This is my ideal temperature when I literally don't even notice the temperature. Yeah, just so grateful for how long and beautiful this June weather has been. Like this spring, stunning. So, okay, me and my pine trees signing off. See you at the grocery store. Okay, good morning. We're home using a mic because there's no way I'm turning off that air conditioner right now. What am I doing? No, why am I putting that away? I just got a package, hold on. So another thing I wanna talk about, sounds a little bit crazy. Let me start off slow. So if you have watched my channel for a while, you might know that I am completely okay to eat the same thing for kind of the rest of my life. And I think that that's fine. That's important to like know what you like. But there was a part of me that was doing that because like didn't want to spend more money or more time making things that I also enjoy. I kind of knew this, but I never really thought about it. I'm the kind of person that I will eat whatever anybody else wants. I'm always the person that when they're like, oh, I'm hungry, let's go out to eat. I'm like, your choice, I don't care. And I really don't care. That's what kind of annoys Kurt. He's like, but you have to care. Don't you have something you want to eat? And like, nah, like I'd be happy with anything. I'm happy when other people are happy with a meal, you know? I don't really have cravings other than my like I'm always craving pizza, like not craving, but like I'd always be happy with pizza. It's very rare that I'm like, oh, I really want jjigae or something. I'm always fine with jjigae, you know. So I'm trying to think about what I actually crave, one of which is pickled onions. I love pickled onions. I love pickled anything. I found these on Coupang. They're so good. And if I want to get crazy, I also bought some of this spicy corn relish from Stonewall Kitchen. I will say it's a little too sweet for what I wanted it to be, but if you cook it, like if you put it in the frying pan with the eggs, it becomes kind of like a Southwest omelet kind of thing. Delicious. Anyway, yeah, I have some friends that are just people that will go so far out of their way to eat something delicious, and I deeply respect that, and I kind of want to be more like that. Like instead of, for me, if I'm out filming a video, right, and I want to get lunch, I will look at what's around and I will pick from there and be like, oh, well, I guess we're having this because this is what's nearby. But I have friends who are like, no, we're gonna go way the hell out of our way because I really want XYZ. And I think that like knowing what you want is a lovely thing. Yeah, so I love quiche. And so I'm making mini quiche today. I opened my reusable muffin tins and I thought, you know what? Let's put these babies to work again. So yeah, I'm gonna try and make mini, not quiche, because I'm not gonna make crust, but like mini frittata in the air fryer. But yeah, I don't know, that was just like something that's been kind of on my mind, is like, I feel like I'm such a fan of convenience and being thrifty. When like looking at my grocery budget and things like that, I could put more effort into having more fun with what I eat. And I think, I mean, we've talked about it before, but like taking the time to actually make a nice breakfast also just kind of slows down your morning. So yeah, I don't know, am I the only one who thinks that? I just like don't crave things. You know, like if I eat something that's delicious, I'm like, oh damn, that's delicious, that's great, I'd have it again. But I think it is good to have some favorite things and like actually put in the effort to eat them. Yeah, I think part of my mental health journey is like giving myself permission to want and like just paying more attention to, instead of just kind of going through the motions of the day, taking a little more time to like listen to myself. What's up, girl? You know? So anyway, that's my story. I don't know if that made any sense, but we're making quiche, baby. So let's go. Perfect. Salad quiche. I've also been trying my best to use small bits of time to actually do the tasks that don't take any time, such as making my living room look nicer. I find that when I'm mentally not doing great is when I struggle the most to do like really basic tasks, like answering a text or fixing up my bed or whatever. So I'm trying my best whenever I feel like that, like, oh, I'll do it in a second. No, let's do it now because it doesn't actually take that much time. I also looked at my notes because I was like, did I explain my whole cravings food thing? Well, no, I didn't. But when I was writing about it, I wrote down the fact that I have some friends that will order the randomest stuff off the menu. Like if we go to a place that is known for, like, for example, it's known for its pancakes, they will like order soup because they're like, you know what? I kind of want soup today. I think my quiche might be done. Oh my God, they're not quite done yet, but they're so fluffy. How much longer do I think? Hey, 2-minute timer, I guess. I don't know, man. Ugh. My least favorite part of cooking is figuring out the timing. So yeah, while we wait, I'm going to dust. But yeah, I think the best way to describe it is like I have friends that go off script. Like we went to a cafe the other day, my friends and I, we all ordered soup. It was like girls in this cute little minimalist Korean cafe. The idea is that you're supposed to get like a coffee and just hang out. They had soup on the menu. It's just the three of us at like 9 a.m. with giant bowls of soup. All three of us. We weren't sharing. We each got a bowl of soup. And it's like, that's fine. It's on the menu. I'm probably not the only person that's done this. Anyway, that's enough of my soup rant. Kurt is at the dentist, but I think once he gets home, today is just a work day. And, but we'll see. Yeah, I will update you with the quiche after I dust. Look at, these have been out for a bit, cooling. Perfectly done. Thank God, because I was starving. So in total, these were in for about, I think in total 18 minutes. I kept having to add minutes at 160 Celsius and cooled them for like 15 minutes. Good morning. It's a new day. So I didn't end up filming anymore yesterday because I got a lot of work done, awarded myself with a nice little nap / reading in bed. No better feeling. If you have a Kindle or an e-reader, get yourself one of those Kindle holders and a clicker. Oh my God, it'll change your life. And then we had a nice long bike ride over to get a little mara because we love a spicy thing. So now I have some more work to do, and then I'm honestly gonna head home because this is the beginning of a really allegedly rainy week, so it is really sticky outside. So I'm going to, but that's what I was going to talk about. Let me sit. I talked about it in February, I think, and I think I've just really gotten the system down of anticipating my anxiety. A lot of the times, sometimes it comes out of nowhere, but a lot of the times I know when I'm going to be anxious, and so I can kind of plan ahead and get rid of any other anxiety inducing things. So for example, before I got on my flight, when I was flying home in February, I didn't have caffeine for like 2 days prior. If I got coffee, it was decaf, because caffeine, I know is a trigger. If I have too much of it, I will get like heart palpitations and I will just immediately feel anxious. And even though in my head I know that it's just coffee, it still feels like anxiety to my brain, you know? So yeah, I've just done a lot of that, of like figuring out, kind of looking ahead and being like, okay, what's gonna set me off this week, and what changes can I make? Like, can I do some work ahead of time so that I don't have to do a certain kind of work on a day that I will probably be feeling anxious, and like that work would make me feel more anxious and things like that. Today, I'm feeling great. I had a really good day yesterday, had a really good morning, and so I think I might get a coffee. Actually, this place, I'm really torn. If they can do it iced, I'll get it. The place that we're going has a camouflage latte, which in Tokyo at, oh my God, name blanking, at one of my favorite coffee shops. It's called the Military Latte, and it is coffee, chocolate, and matcha, and it is a glorious blend, and I haven't seen it in Korea. So if they have it iced, I'll get it. If not, it's too hot. So let's head to the cafe and get out of this heat. So I got an Americano. Oh my gosh, dizzy. Haven't had caffeine in a while. I'm hitting a couple of the shops around here just to kill some time, and then Kurt and I are gonna go get lunch. I feel like I'm in a ghost town. Everything has break time at 3 p.m. It is 3:20, and now there are people because I'm getting towards the main road, but there was no one around in Sungsu for a minute there. That was scary. We're gonna head home because it looks like it's about to rain, and it's the hottest part of the day, and I'm also so full of cold noodles. So let's head home. Oh my goodness. Okay, we just had a huge rainstorm pass through. I just filmed a crazy video about a book, surprise. And I know that I've talked at length for years about how reading has just had such a positive impact on my entire life, which scientifically proven, reading teaches you more empathy. It helps with your attention span. It helps you just like reframe things. I found that what concerns me most about things that I see online is there's a large group of people who cannot fathom people living in a way different than theirs. And I'm not talking about like, oh my gosh, people in Korea live differently than people in the US. I'm talking about like really tiny things, like how people spend their money, how people work within their own relationships, things like that. I find that there's a lot of people who are just like, no, that's wrong, that's weird, you can't do that. And I think that reading, because you are oftentimes living so many different lives and experiencing so many different stories, you really learn that that's normal and okay, and like your way of thinking, is not the only way of thinking, so reading, I could talk about it for a million years, but I will say really recently, definitely starting in January, actually, I feel like a lot of us will relate to this. Be a fan. I'm pretty sure I said this in another video, but like be a stupid, goofy, silly fan of something. So I think that we all earlier this year, not all, but like a lot of us this year experienced that with Heated Rivalry. The memes were just so funny, and it was just so funny to be a part of that. Same with just recently with Off Campus. There's so many other, me with My Chemical Romance, I'm literally flying to the United States to see them in August. Having something that brings you so much just goofy, innocent joy. Like my group chats have been fire because we're just like sending each other memes nonstop, and it's just been like, it's just so fun and joyful and silly. And so I really, really recommend, if you've ever like tampered down your fangirl being a non-binary term, change that, become a fan if you have access to it and you want to. buy a piece of merch, go like a little deep into something. I recently, because I'm rereading a series, if you check my description box, I always have links to things, and I link my Spotify, and I make a lot of book playlists, and they're just so fun. It's just such a nice way to, first of all, like, get off my phone, spend like a couple hours just listening to music, truly rewires your brain. Doing something creative that doesn't really add up to anything. I don't get any money from it. I truly just get joy from it, and I can share it with other people who also feel the same joy. Yeah, if you've ever like abandoned your fangirl ways, find a way to bring it back. And don't be shy about it. That's basically all I wanted to say as I work on a silly video that brings me joy. For the rest of the day, was that genuinely all I wanted to say? Oh, I do have some more notes. No, I also, along the lines of talking about Spotify and making playlists, making yourself a playlist, give yourself a silly theme. Making a playlist is the best. And along with that, I've got to recommend, and I really need to practice what I preach. Find new music, because I get trapped in my on repeat playlist that Spotify makes me, and I just listen to the same 5 songs over and over and over again. When I find a new artist, my brain explodes, and in the best way. So I think last year, what was my summer obsession? What were they called? Yeah, my whole summer I was obsessed with Mama. This year I'm really obsessed. I think they're just a duo called After. And they either sample or they get real damn close to copying certain hooks from like Jason Mraz, like really, really early 2000s. And even their music videos, like they get it, they've got the aesthetic to a T, and it's nostalgic, but it's brand new, and I love her voice. And yeah, I love After. I've been listening to them nonstop. I'm also just recently gone into Florence Road. They're an Irish group. Oh, Silvana Estrada, I've been listening to a lot. That's really good, like summer morning music. I've kind of just been listening to Hayley Williams, to be honest, at this point. I've also been going way back and trying to find songs that I forgot from the early 2000s. Anyway, just find media that excites you and spend time with it. That leads me to, I already have a plan. I'm gonna watch a movie called Vamps tonight, which is 2 socialite vampires in New York City fall in love while being pursued by vampire hunters. And it's got Alicia Silverstone and Kristen Ritter. I saw a post about it, and I was like, I simply need to watch this. So that's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to make a yummy cup of tea. I'm going to wait for the sun to set, and it's going to be raining all night. I hope the rain comes back. And I'm going to watch a funny vampire campy comedy, and I'm not going to be on my phone. I'm just going to be like laying there. Maybe you know what I want to finish? I have a craft that has taken me a really long time. So you might have seen this months ago. These are wired headphones, and you know those friendship bracelets you used to make? Millennials, you'll know. The like friendship bracelets you used to make everybody. I'm doing that over the headphones, and they don't tangle anymore. Not only are they cute, but they also don't tangle. I saw this one girl and she was like, oh my God, this project took me 10 hours. And I was like, 10 hours? What are you talking about? I could make these bracelets, the friendship bracelets. Oh my God, I could power them out when I was a kid. You'd actually be surprised at how long this has been taking. So I'm going to, maybe I'll do that. Yeah, I'm going to do that tonight. Try and not finish it, but work on it. Anyway, that was a ramble and a half, but I'm gonna finish a bit of my work so that when the sun sets, I can have my free time. If you have something that you have been kind of fangirling over recently, or some new music that you're really loving, please let me know, because a little fun obsession is great for your health. I truly believe. Here I go. See you when the vampires come out.
You got me. Again. You look the same as you always did. You have pictures from before. No. You don't have any pictures from your early years? No.
they just tore down an entire building overnight. That's crazy. Another thing I'm prioritizing this summer, oh, I think our drinks are ready. Hold on, I gotta go. So quickly, before all of our stuff melts, I just wanted to bring up that this summer I've been prioritizing, I've talked about this before, but like trying to make events of things and making tiny things feel a little bit bigger. And recently, Kurt introduced me to this coffee shop does like a lemon granita, like a kind of slushy with a shot of espresso. And I thought, never in my life does that sound good. It's delicious. And we go out on little granita dates every other week, maybe. And it's just a little tiny coffee drink. And we're just sitting in a cafe, but something about like, we're going to get our granita makes it just feel European, makes it feel like a little vacation in the middle of the day. Ooh. So yeah, I'll talk about it more. I didn't expect there to be construction. Did you see that they tore down that entire building? Yeah. So I'll talk to you when we're somewhere quieter because yeesh. And then after that we got brave and I tried what do they call it at the sunrise, the coffee sunrise? The orange juice.
Black sun-kissed.
Black sun-kissed. It's like half orange juice, half coffee. It's more than half orange juice, I think.
Yeah, no, the top.
We also did that. We had like a morning where we went and got that. So yeah, trying new things, making an event of it, and have a lot of citrus. Drink your vitamin C. Okay, see you in a quieter place.
How do I post this to my story? How do I save a story? Yeah.
Hello. Hi. Wow. I'm sleepy. So what am I trying to do? The very last point I wanted to make about changes I've made in my life or changes I have like slowly seen in my life that have impacted my mental health. It's actually perfect timing because I spent so much time today. So story time. It rained really hard last night and my window started leaking at 2 a.m. So I like had a really weird sleeping pattern. I've just been kind of tired all day. So I ended up just kind of scrolling on my phone, but I was watching really wholesome World Cup content. And then we just had the Knicks and I saw this post the other day that was like, you think you're a Knicks fan, but you're actually just a fan of community. And it's like, why are we so suddenly like, as I was scrolling through like the Scottish people in Boston content, I was like, God, do I like football now? And it's not that I necessarily love the sport. I just really love community. And I think that that really is the thing that has really helped me this year in terms of God, just being so happy and mentally healthy is I have such a good community of people. And I think that like, especially with my Ireland trips, like just being surrounded by people offline, just spending time together, I think is so just like sharing experiences is so important. And it just reminds you of like how big the world is. I think that the internet tricks us into thinking that like, yeah, the world is really big, right? Like we can see all of these things on the internet, but it also feels really insulated and small at times. And I feel like when I am offline, my world is so expansive and time flows differently. And I'm just, yeah, it's really, really important to have friends that are offline. So today, my friend Emily is opening like a third space like event hosting and stuff. So we had a little opening party and I got to see just a lot of people that I enjoy spending time with. And it's just really wonderful to like live in a city that can be so overwhelming and just like walk into a place and have familiar faces. And yeah, it's just really, really wonderful. So I think that like making it a priority to spend a lot of time with friends offline in real life just has been so good. So even though I am dead on my feet, I'm so tired, I'm gonna shower, I'm gonna go to bed right now. I feel so full and I feel so happy, and it's like I'm so blessed that I have such an incredible online community, but I can also then like recharge my battery and like reconnect with reality with all of my in real life friends, so that then I can have the energy to be present for my other communities. So yeah, I don't know. I actually on the bus, I saw a post that was like, the World Cup in the USA is like when you have a sleepover with all of your cousins that you never get to see because your parents hate each other. It's just, it's wholesome and it's lovely. And yeah, go sports. I don't care who wins. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to kind of wrap it up here. Am I even like, I feel like I look dead, I feel dead. I'm gonna drink a yogurt and go to sleep. So once again, thank you so much to Headspace for sponsoring this. I am so excited to turn on my sleepscape and fall into a deep sleep. I will have a QR code or a link in the description box. You can use that to get 60 days free of Headspace. Please try it out. I think a lot of us don't notice how busy or distracted we are during the day, and just kind of pulling yourself back, even if it's for just like 5 minutes, I think it really helps you again with my like concept of time, right? And I feel like my anxiety specifically is very linked to time. So yeah, it's just, yeah, I'll always love Headspace. So thank you so much. And I'm sorry that this was just like a really talky vlog and I really didn't leave the house or like the general vicinity of my apartment because it's really hot and I have a lot of work to do. July is crazy. So I've just been kind of in my home. And I also highly recommend Vamps. That was such just like a cute time, the movie that I watched this week. So anyway, okay, yeah, I'm passing out. So I will see you next time for a more cohesive, structured vlog. But I've been feeling good and I'm trying to figure out the formula so that I can keep this going. But if you're not feeling good, general reminder that mental health, it tends to come in waves. And so even though I know I'm in a really good place, I know I won't be forever, but I also know that the good feelings will come back. So just like ride whatever wave you're on right now. Don't be too hard on yourself. And yeah, just hope life is treating you gently. And I will catch you next time. Love to you always. And yeah, hope you're well. Okay? Bye. Bye.